What sort of expenditure are you making?
Monthly rent 1,000 plus euros, another 1,000 per month. Personal expenditure, tuition fees is euros for 2 years.
Almost 50 lakh. What sort of salaries are they getting?
1,000 to euros.
What's your end game?
I just want to land up into that one of the.
How you will leverage ESCP ka brand in Germany?
You really don't need to put that one extra leg of effort in comparison to.
Alright guys, so welcome back once again. If you're somebody new to my channel, my name is Nikhilesh and I live here in Berlin. I'm here with my friend. What's her name?
Shubhangi.
Shubhangi is studying in ESCP Business School, one of the top-notch business schools in the world. They have good rankings in FT and a lot of other rankings. I know them. But before I get you into the topic, why don't you give us a bit of your introduction, your academic background from India, and what are you studying here?
So hi guys, I am Shubhangi. I did bachelor's in architecture from India. I did it from APJ School of Planning and Architecture, Greater Noida. Then I did a job as an interior architect for 2.5 years in an architecture consultancy back in Noida. That's my pretty much background. Now I'm here in ESCP doing my master's.
In what?
I am doing it in sales, international sales and management.
It's a paid course, right?
Yeah, it's a paid course.
In a country where education is free, why you chose to pay the money?
I did it because I want to go for the brand value that ESCP holds. I did a lot of thorough research before coming over here and I found that how loud this speaks as a brand. I saw their testimonials, so I was sure that I will reach somewhere which I expect to reach if I have ESCP in my hand.
Which other business schools did you apply and for what courses were there?
Yeah, I applied to EDIC, Masters in Marketing Management, Neoma, Masters in Management, Masterate, Stockholm, Masters in Management. And over here, I chose Masters in Marketing, specialization in Sales and Management.
Let's say there are people who are watching us.
Yeah.
I mean, they might also have an aspiration to go into one of the top schools of the world, to have that brand on the CV.
Yeah.
What goes into selecting a right business school? What are those 2 or 3 points I should look for when I'm selecting a business school?
So it could be very personal, but for me, the first thing that I did was to go through financial time. I obviously wanted to land up into a brand school. I didn't want to land up into a normal business school. Then the second thing, I obviously wanted to see the outcome of the finances that I'm putting into. So that is one thing that I needed to have a thorough, you can call a thorough research about, or seeing people on LinkedIn, where are they from once they're passed out from this college. So for me, the curriculum that the school is providing you is the primemost thing. Second thing that I focused was on the portfolio, the partnership portfolio that the school holds with the companies, because the larger number of brands that they hold, the larger number of exposure you get, and it's easy for you to get in touch with them. So yeah, for me it was brand portfolio that ESCP is in partnership with.
Right. It's actually true because I know, so there's something called as Triple Crown, which people should also look at, I feel.
Yeah.
Like the accreditations they have, right?
Yeah.
So there are, I think in the world, I think about only like 89 or 90 schools in the world, they have Triple Crowns with them.
Yeah, they do.
And about 65 to 70% of those schools are in actually France. ESCP, one of them is in Germany actually.
Yeah.
But again, ESCP is a French school.
Yeah, it's like a French school with its 3 campuses, one in Turin, one in Berlin and one in Paris.
Right. I think they also have it in Warsaw and they have it in London as well.
Yeah, they have in London, but that's like quite new.
Okay.
Yeah.
But students do still go there.
Yeah.
Do
Students
their
do
exchange.
go there for exchange. Every specialization in ESCP has an exchange. For mine, it was Paris, and they took us to US, Houston, for 1 week of exchange over there with a partnership university.
You went there already?
Yeah, I went there already in March for 1 week.
So let's take a German perspective, right? Students who are coming here to study as well in Berlin. There's a lot of business schools, I'm sure you know it.
Yeah, there's a lot of business schools.
There's a lot of out there which I would not say anywhere close to ESCP.
Yeah.
They are doing similar, probably, they have the same access to the job market as you have.
Yeah.
Would you agree or no?
Especially, I mean, yes.
In Germany, because the brand names don't really matter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Right? How do you differentiate yourself in the market saying that, look, I'm from ESCP, because I believe you want to do the job in Germany, right? Or in France?
Of course, I mean, yes.
You want to do job in Germany.
Yes.
So in Germany, though, brands don't really matter.
Yeah.
How you will leverage ESCP ka brand in Germany?
So I feel that ESCP has has this very interesting thing known as career fairs, where you really don't need to put that one extra leg of effort that in comparison to any other public university students would do. You automatically get in touch. You are in an environment where you just get in touch with the companies you name and you have it. Whether you name it a BCG or you name it at McKinsey, you name it as KPMG, any consulting company, any tech company ESCP is in partnership with, it just makes it easier. It's like if you apply there and they see that you're from ESCP, they are the partners with that school, so automatically your CV gets a boost up in comparison to any other student who is from any other public German university.
So यार मैं तो चला जर्मनी मैंने एक्चुअली आया था निशाला का ऑफिस खोलने मैं जा रहा हूँ आज बर्लिन अगर आप लोग एडमिशन प्रोसेस एंड व्हाट्स द एडमिशन प्रोसेस इन योर यूनिवर्सिटी
Yeah, so it really depends on course to course. For my course, for the MSc in International Sales and Management, so there was firstly an essay question answer round where you first need to fill out your online application form. Then they had several questions to ask you, questions from your background, questions about your interest in the course, question about the current business scenario related to the course that you're applying to. So you need to answer like the short essays of 200 to 250 words. Then if you were shortlisted, then there is if you don't have a GMAT, then they waive it off because they take an analytical test by themselves. So then the second step is the test that you have. If you crack that, then they have a personal interview with the dean of the program, and then is a shortlisting process.
Right. Germany में usually I've not seen universities having the campus placement. Does your brand have it?
I might not call it as like a campus placement, but they do have career fairs. So career fairs doesn't really mean that it's like 100% placement, but it's like, as I mentioned, it's like one step easy for you to get into touch with the companies. So that's something which very less universities, or I would just say the universities that I shortlisted in Germany, they don't have. So that was one thing which ESCP has, that they really put you to in front of the company. Then it totally depends on you that how you crack it.
And the course what you're studying is of 4 semester?
It's of 6 semesters. So we have it's for 2 years. It's of 24 months, and then we have one semester which is an exchange semester. One semester is for thesis, and then one semester is very interesting where we have company consultancy projects.
Right. What's your end game? What do you want to do after you graduate?
Just like any other ESCP aspirant, I just want to land up into that one of the amazing companies that I aspire for. Maybe especially some company like LVMH, which really interests me and is a partner company with ESCP. So I want to land up over there. That's like my own.
In your homework, people who graduated from your schools, what sort of salaries are they getting between what to what? Give us a range.
See, it's very subjective depending on what company or what industry that you're working in. But like for the people who are highly interested in luxury, or people who want to go to LVMH, or they want to work with companies like L'Oreal. So I know 2 of my seniors who have been graduated from the school and are doing their jobs over there. If I need to give you a ballpark figure, then it could be somewhere around 55,000 to 60,000 euros an annum.
Begin with.
Yeah, to begin with.
Right. What's your last message for all those students who are interested to study MIM, MBA or MSc program but in a business school?
There are 2 things that I would like to mention it to you guys. First, that don't worry about your background. No matter what background you are, diversity is something that ESCP looks about, or any other good business school looks about. So just give it a shot. Second thing, do a thorough research. Investment is huge. I mean, if you compare it to INR, then you're paying a lot to European schools. So please be very convinced with the curriculum and the brand that you're going for. It's very important.
What sort of expenditure are you making? Sorry, I forgot to ask you.
It's quite. I mean, I am paying monthly rents of 1,000 plus euros for my rental.
So that's 12,000.
12,000 an annum, yeah. And then I am subjectively, there is an additional expenditure of another 1,000 per month for my personal expenditure, so which sums up it to be again 12,000. So it's like 24,000. My tuition fees is 32,000 euros for 2 years. So a ballpark figure that of 2 years that I am expecting to pay by the end right now would be somewhere around 55,000 euros.
Almost 50 lakh.
Yeah, I mean it's quite a much.
Okay. And is GMAT mandatory to get into your school?
So for Masters in Management, people who want to apply to Masters in Management, it's quite mandatory. For people who want to apply for MSc programs, if you have, then there is an additional benefit that you get some discount in your tuition fees. They waive off 10% or 15% of your tuition fees if you have a GMAT score. And if you don't, then the tuition fees is 100%, plus they take an additional IQ test that they do. Yeah.
And since you spoke about diversity in your class, what's your class strength?
So approx 45 students in my class.
How many nationalities?
I think there are like more than 8. People are there from China, people are there from Europe mix. I mean French people, and then they have Spanish people, they have Italians, then we have 2 students from United States.
Nice.
Then we have Turkish students, we have people from Tunisia, then we have Indian peer students, and a lot of Chinese students.
All right, so that's her story. If you have any question regarding courses, please reach out to the university administration directly. They are the right people to answer you. And make sure that you check the description of this video. If you've made it till here, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.